you go, my love.
Thanks.
Can I interest you in another one?
Them trees ain't gonna cut themselves. No, thanks.
Okay, no worries.
See ya.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait for bed. Dead trees everywhere. Oh, dead trees. So many logs. Oh, so many logs. Dead trees. Why are they all dead? Just thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of trees. Dead trees. I'm just dead trees. I'm just dead. Alright. My name's Jufinder. And no, not that one. That one. And this is Chunky Geeza, my Xtreme One Chunk Ironman. Before we get into the thick of it, I wanted to, go over a few things. I wanted to start with saying thank you to everyone for the reception. The feedback and everything I've got from the video is absolutely great for a first video. I really appreciated that. I want to thank everyone who took time to watch the first video. I kind of was hoping for like 500 views, but at the time of recording, hitting over 800, it's absolutely blown me away. Especially with some of the downtime that I've had over the last couple of months, it's honestly meant so much. I want to thank everyone who subscribed. We went over double my subscription rate. We got about like 120 odd subscribers at the time of this recording, and I think when I started, it had like 55, and I've had the account since YouTube came out, so that was brilliant. I really appreciate that. And there's one thing I wanted to highlight. I want to thank everyone who gave me feedback for the first video, especially a friend of mine named Sam. I just wanted to highlight some of his comments and act upon the advice and kind of go over some of the things that he mentioned. So, my mate Sam, his feedback was that he fancied seeing a bit more B-roll, and he made a good point that I didn't kind of mention the rule set that I was going with. So for anybody who doesn't understand or know what a one chunk account is, I've chucked a link in the description to a video by Miscellaneous OSRS who goes into it in pretty good detail and explains how the game mode works. So my rule set is going to be as follows. I'm going to be following the extreme rule set, but with two slight differences. I have to obtain and wield the best in slot items available to me. I need to complete every skill task at the highest level requirement possible. Yes, that does include skill caves if I roll into a chunk that lets me buy one. I have to complete all collection log slots available in my chunks, and I have to complete all available diary tasks, combat achievements, start any quest available to me, and complete it as far as I can go. The only two minor changes I'm going to make when it comes to my rule set. Number one, imps. I'm not going to bother doing the roaming imp grind. I think it's kind of a bit much, especially when it's like 99 hunter to get a lucky imp. If I've got no feasible training method for hunter, just seems a bit mental to me. The only other change I'm going to make right now is when it comes to boss pets. I'm not going to hard lock myself to completing them. I'll leave them with the list of tasks that I've got to complete. If I complete every task and I'm left with a pet task, I'm just not going to hard lock myself to it. I'm going to backlog it and then just kind of move on to help the account progress. But I will retroactively still go back to that task to see if I can complete it. And lastly, why did I pick Quetzacalli Gorge? To me, it seemed to be a great starting area with much to offer and with decently smooth progression. Available chunks surrounding Quetzacalli Gorge seemed reasonable for movement around the map, with the exception of one daunting chunk, just to kind of, you know, spice it up a little bit. There's a good selection of items from both NPCs and that spawn in the area, with some of the NPCs also having good potential going forward. The tasks seemed kind of straightforward, uncomplicated, which for me felt like it was especially good for a first time chunker, as well as the YouTube series in general. Well, I hope I explained everything well. If there's anything anybody wants to ask me, or if there's anything I missed out, feel free to chuck a comment down in the comment section. I will try and answer it on my next video, or I will answer it via reply in the comments. But I feel like I've talked enough now, so let's get into it. Well, we're back. We have 3 tasks remaining. They are to burn a U log, to wield a U shortbow, as well as to wield a U shield. During the first episode, I spent a lot of the time while I was grinding trying to figure out the best projection, the best way we should move forward when it comes to the fletching, the firemaking, just the whole tree chopping grind in general. It's kind of easy just to not focus on 60 woodcutting too much, given how many logs we're going to need for the fletching task. We need 13,785 logs just to start fletching U logs anyway. So I figured that collecting those logs first to bank them and then work on the fire making level requirement after would probably be the best case scenario. So from 1 to 60 fire making works out to be 6,844 regular logs, at which point we can then burn a U log and start chopping U's. And we start the video off strong with 2 woodcutting. There is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's be honest, I could carry on the way we're going, you know, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, but that's going to get boring pretty quickly, so let's try and mix it up a little bit. So here's the method. I've gone and activated the inventory previewer on the plugin hub. I've also added it so that whenever I go into my inventory, it closes the viewer just to make it easier for me. We're going to world hop with shortcuts through the world hopper plugin. I've programmed them into my stream deck. That way we could just keep jumping between worlds, see the inventory's full, bank, and so on. There is 20 woodcutting. My favourite one's got to be the council. You know, even deep and shit. Oh no, it's not parliamentary. Even deep a hole. he's just holding the door in my hand. What is he doing?
Level up completed.
What the fuck? Okay, so that's the first loop half that we've got on this account. That's pretty mad. So for anybody that doesn't know, on Valamore you have a chance at getting parts of the moon key. Now the tooth half is normally from like boss kills and monster kills, and the loop half is from skilling activities. In this case, a loop half from a regular tree is 1 in 2,650. And that's 30 woodcutting coming in. God damn. That there, what can we use? Well, we know what we're using it on. It's going to go on Hunter really, let's be honest. So for pretty much any and all chunk men, going into Hunter with a lamp is probably the best choice. Just because at some point you are going to be rolling into a Hunter grind and just not having any way of training it. So I figured we might as well start putting lamps and any experience rewards into Hunter in case we roll into Auburn Vale. And because, you know, that's got an imp grind. Now I know I didn't say I was going to go for that, but if I can get there, and I know they've got some butterflies that fly around the area, it could become a viable training method. So I could have gone for the imps, but you know, we won't know until we roll to the next chunk. And there we have 40 woodcutting. And there we have lamp number 2, which is going to go straight into Hunter for another 10 Hunter XP. Damn, that is so close. A couple of chunks, but Not yet. I know there is a clue spot in this flax area up here, but maybe we can get it. If we do, I'll see how long it takes for us to get a clue, but we'll have to see how that goes. Find a way to leave this place. We need to get out. The door is locked. If we find a key... Wow, another one. That's really, really quick. There are no beginner steps here. I think beginner clues stick to the mainland of Lumbridge in that area, so we will drop that, but we'll keep the nest.
I just find it ugly. I'm jumping.
Another beginner clue. We're just fishing them straight out the tree. Jesus. It's still such a shame that it sticks us to Varrock, but there's another nest.
Level up completed.
There's 45. I wish we could have maple trees, but that's not happening anytime soon. Another beginner, which is annoying. But we got another bird's nest, so that's good. Begin these. Damn, that's a hard scroll. I think the best case of action now is probably just going to collect all the scrolls except for the easies, put them all in the bank, and then just kind of hope that that increases our chances of getting an easy that we could do in that chunk.
Level up completed.
There is 50. We have 19 more levels to go. Doesn't sound like much, but it's the grind. Not today, unfortunately, not today. Another random, not the one that we need, but let's talk to him and take the potion anyway. 55. Does anybody have some sort of muscle memory stim? Because I do this all the time. Damn, another loop half of key. Oh, we've been AFK for too long, so we've got a random event.
Collection log slot completed.
Jesus Christ, another bloody loop. That's actually insane. Jesus Christ, another key on that fucking chunk account. That's mental. Loop half of key. Waited Cade for too long again. That's gonna go on Hunter. Boom, 10 XP. Oh. Why am I here? Okay, then that's fine. Oh damn, easy clue. Nope, we can't do that one at all. Another easy, which is the one that we could do. Nope, on the floor it goes. Ooh. Oh. I got excited because I thought that was amazing. Spinach roll. Easy, easy. Not one that we can do.
Level up completed.
There's 59. There's one more to go until we get used. It's 10,000 logs. We're halfway towards the amount of logs I think we need. Chicken's about to be done. One more pass has gone in for 6. Now when that beeps, it'll be mix it up and put it in for 2, and then we're fucking golden, mate. Gonna be golden. Whoa! You're fucking chanting that like a football fucking hoolie, mate. Can't do that, but I'm gonna go put that in the bank while we've got it, just in case it helps odds with the easy clues. Oh damn, I'm AFK, so I get the bee guy. Oh, a lamp and gloves. Nice. Let's put that in Hunter. That's 10 experience. Damn! 60 fucking woodcutting. That's about time. There we go. That means we've now unlocked the yew trees. So I'm going to go and carry on cutting these logs until we get enough banked for the fletching line, until we need the yew logs. And then we're going to crack on with making firewood. Cool, right then. Now that we have 60 wood cutting, let's go ahead and chop a yew log for another task. Whenever it's ready. Whenever it's ready. Whenever it's ready. It's not ready. Give me the log. Give me the log. I need 10,000 of these. There we go. Chop a yew log. That's a task completed. Let's put this log back in the bank. I'm going to chop logs until we get to 13,785, and then I'm going to start burning logs actively while chopping to try and improve the ability of us getting random events while also getting 60 fire making, and in that way we can start cracking on with the logs that are in the bank. Oh, that's that one that we can do. God damn, we'll keep the nest. Oh, and we get 125 gold. If you're wondering why I keep getting AFK spots, because currently I am fletching Veil Totems on my Ultimate Ironman, and I am killing KBD on my normal Ironman. The second update on a Thursday, back-to-back 45-minute timer. Try and fix the ground items overlay on mobile and the original client. I wish they'd go ahead and update so all these trees were clickable rather than just these 3, but there we are. Yeah, boy, 61 wood cutting. I think we're about 4 more levels away from our target. No, 5 levels away from the target. And we'll definitely not be having a dragon axe anytime soon. Oh, and just like that, we got another key half. And 62. Perfect. So that is the amount of logs that we need to get from level 1 to 60 banked. To give you a bit of an idea, I started doing this on the 28th of the 8th, and today is the 22nd of the 9th, so that's nearly a month. Not actively playing every single day, obviously other duties involved, but now I've just got to get about another 50% more, get the tinderbox out, and we'll crack on with that. Okay, cool. So just testing out, that says that burning a log is 40 experience, and then adding a log to it as a campfire is also 40. So I think I'm going to do campfires for a couple of levels, because that's probably going to be faster than me doing 1 log at a time, given how burn rates work. And then eventually we'll probably just burn 1 log at a time. Yeah, that's just too long for me. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to use bonfires, or campfires, sorry, to burn logs. And then when the trees come back up again, well, there we go, that's 6 fire making. When the trees come back up, we'll cut them down, and we'll keep doing that on loop until we run out of logs in the inventory. And then we'll fill it all back up again. and then we'll repeat the cycle. So since the last couple of clips, I just decided to deactivate the C Engineer plugin just because it was getting a little bit annoying, especially with the amount of spam I was getting from it. But hopefully it makes it better going forward. And there is 10 Firemaking. Yeah, that one came in pretty quickly. That's 20 Firemaking. Oh, there we go. That's an event. Let's go and get that one sorted. Oh, there we go. There's an emote unlocked. Had hope of some piece of the clothing so we can move towards that lamp, but I guess not today. There is 25, and there is 26. Okay, cool. So while Chunky Geeza decides to deforest all of Quetzacalli Gorge and burn it to the ground, I thought it'd be a great idea to take a moment and talk about burn rates. In RuneScape, when most people talk about burn rates, they think of cooking and when food burns. All food in a game has a chance to burn up until a certain point. Let's take a raw shark for example. Sharks were once one of the best food, if not still are the best food in the game in some circumstances. They can be cooked at level 80 with a chance to burn at 64%. Of course, as we level, chances to cook things does increase, and you can incorporate other items to actually also increase that chance to reduce the burn rate. So some of you are probably confused how this is relatable to firemaking, and that's because logs too also have a burn rate. The only difference to cooking though is that the more levels you gain, the better chance you get to actually burn it, which obviously makes sense. But what's different to cooking is that every single log has the exact same burn rate no matter what level you are, meaning that by the time you actually get to level 43, your burn chance is 100%. So it doesn't matter what log you're doing at 43, it's always going to burn at 100%. Now there is also an item that makes it so that you have a 100% burn rate, but only applies to normal logs, and that is with gnomish firelighters. Now I imagine back when they were released with clue scrolls, it was a gimmick as to why you would use them, but it's kind of pointless today because the logs aren't tradable once you've changed their colour, so it's just kind of not worth it. But there was an update that kind of made early level firemaking actually not too bad. See, back in October of 2023, Jagex released the Forestry Campfire. Now on the original release they kind of sucked a little bit. They burnt at a 4 tick rate, which isn't too bad, but only for 1/3 of the experience. But as of the 29th of May 2025, they made it so it grants the exact same experience, albeit at a 9 tick rate. And the reason why I say this is a brilliant update for Ironmen and accounts alike is because at level 1 you've got a 25% chance to burn a log, which just sucks. But by level 26 that goes up to about 70%. So for those fair few initial firemaking levels, if you just do campfires, it's going to be much quicker than if you try and burn each log individually. So another great thing about campfires is that given they take 9 ticks to burn one single log, 9 ticks is equal to about 5.4 seconds of in-game time, meaning you can AFK for about 2 minutes and 40 seconds before you have to start cutting or burning logs again. There's 56, 4 more to go. Ooh, a drill sergeant. Yes, boy, we got a top that goes with the rest of our attire, so nice. It's a nice little top to wear. Ooh, oh, it's a pie. That's depressing. Let's just take the fucking pie. Oh damn, there's 57. We've got 3 left to go. 3 more levels of firemaking. 99% so it's not going to be the one we need, and ping! It's not. Lumbridge Castle. Bye, bitch. Pirate Jack. Whoa, Captain Arnav. What has he got for us today? A ring. Man's all goldened out now. Damn, we skipped the level, but that's 58. We've got 2 more to go. Ooh, there's another key half. Nice. Ooh, there's 59. We've got 1 more level to go. Ooh, we've been AFK and here comes Count Check with a lamp today. And we put it on a hunter. And I'm playing Roblox in the background with a 5-year-old. Please help me, I want to blow my brains out. just training my accounts, watching Geeza, playing Roblox with my daughter, and someone is feeling a little bit needy and jealous. The wee dog. Oh, Betty, that was supposed to be a cute shot, and you just ruined it. Good go. Good go. Jesus Christ, that is definitely not one that we're doing. Okay, so while we wait for that timer to move down, there we go. We'll move over to these two trees and chop them down. And once we have chopped these trees down, what we'll do is we'll make a campfire so we can burn the logs we have and wait for the timer to cool down for the next trees. We can barely imagine the inner working of the chunk log autistic masochist, but while he cuts logs, we notice a little critter nearby, the grey squirrel. Although native to North America, they migrated to the United Kingdom in the late 19th century by collectors and wealthy landowners. These horny little rodents have since spread so rapidly that it has caused a large displacement of the United Kingdom native red squirrels. Much like other squirrels though, the grey squirrel enjoys to feed on many things, like nuts, much like your fat mum. Boom, there's 60 Firemaking. Let's go burn that U-log and move on to chopping U's. Cool, so here's that U-log that we chopped a long time ago when we got 60 woodcutting. Let's try and burn this log. Ping! Perfect. That there is another task completed. Yew trees. Likely one of, if not the most iconic tree in the game. Back in 2005 when I started playing RuneScape, the point in which you were able to chop a yew tree just kind of felt like you made it. For new players, you were just looked at in a completely different way from someone that was just slumming it in Draenor, chopping willows. And if you were a member at that time, able to actually make those logs into bows, you were just seen as this guy that was rich beyond all belief. Nowadays though, you probably just hit the space bar when you hit level 60, completely ignored the fact that you got the ability to chop yews, and you're just moving on to the Woodcutting Guild. Although, not for me, because there was an update that Jagex made that changed my original plan on my fletching grind. You see, for most people, when you talk about fletching and yew logs, you're probably thinking about yew short bows or the long bows because they make you money. And I'll be honest, that was my mindset too. Originally, when I first picked my chunk, I had planned from 10 to 65 fletching with just longbows. That would have been 22,414 longbows, 10 XP at a time. But it wasn't until I actually started looking at my fletching goals and my targets when I remembered there's one thing that had changed. And in the wise words of Swampletics himself, it literally does change everything. Way back on the 25th of August 2016, Jagex released an update that made construction literally what it is today. But hidden away on this update page, right at the very bottom, in the other news section, is a piece that reads, "Fletching higher tier logs will now give a greater number of arrow shafts." And when you make arrow shafts, you actually get experience per shaft made, not per log fletched. Even though you do fletch one log to receive the arrow shafts. This means that I no longer had to fletch over 22,400 regular longbows. So by me only fletching to 60 rather than 65, I saved myself having to do almost 9,000 additional bows. Instead, I could fletch 7,028 U-logs into arrow shafts to get me from 60 to 65. This makes 75 arrow shafts, which is equal to 25 experience per log. So not only do I get more experience per log, there's less actions per log because I don't have to click as much, and it's much more AFK, so I get a lot more random events. And then from 65 to 72, we'll do a mixture of yew short bows and yew long bows, at which point we can then make a yew shield and knock another task off the list. There's one part of this though that I didn't mention, and that's the bowstrings. Now if you remember in the first episode, one of my tasks was to get level 10 crafting to craft a bowstring. That's because I have access to both flax and a spinning wheel in my chunk. So here's the game plan. We need to collect 10,241 yew logs, and then I'll go ahead and collect 16,920 bowstrings, at which point we'll have everything we need to get to 72 fletching. Womp womp. I nearly missed that one, so we're going to run through that now. Cool, and there is another thing for the collection to finish off the leg piece. Okay, I actually forgot we had the zombie trousers, but we're going to rock with the camo ones instead. Key off. Damn, these random events are rolling in. No clothes, just an emote. Okay, I'm trying out some tech with a knife and a log, and I didn't realise I was going to get 67, but that's 67 woodcutting, nice. Why the hell have I got an ent seed on here? I'm not taking part in totems. I haven't got a leaf, so we're just going to get this potion, but why have I got an ent seed? That doesn't make sense. That's so weird. I've just got another end seed. This account has not taken part in Veil Totems once. I don't understand why I keep getting end seeds. I literally haven't got end seeds at all until I hit use, so that's just really strange to me. Oh, okay, I see. They are a 1 in 400 chance from trees above oak, and they cannot be obtained throughout Varlamore. That makes a bit more sense. Still mad though why they would be available outside of the Auburn Valley. It just doesn't make sense to me, but is what it is, I suppose. Yes, we've got a maze random. Let's go. Us chunkers really love a good maze. When you reach the end of the maze and you get to that strange shrine, you can get some pretty nice items. Coins, arrows, runes, or just to name a few. Now the objective to the maze is to reach the very end with the highest reward potential possible. You start at 100% and you lose 1% every 3 seconds. But that's not why we chunkers love a good maze. Now while navigating your way to the centre, you will come across these chests. Now these chests have nothing great in them by definition. But for an early chunk account, the rewards you do get from them are way more appreciated and have so much more potential than we get from that strange shrine. In my first video, I explained how we strongly relied on the guards and the items that we get from the maze random to be able to complete that 40 ranged requirement. That's because these chests can drop 20 bronze arrows and 15 iron arrows, and with a little cheat of how the game mechanic works, we can turn those 20 bronze and 15 iron arrows into hundreds. Boom, let's go, that's where we're starting. So here's how the trick works. You notice how I've just opened that chest? That 90% reward left is not changing. That's because when we have that interface open that says what reward we've got, in this case a strength potion, it for some reason just completely freezes that reward percentage. This means that we now actually get to click that chest once every minute 90 times. That is about an hour and a half. So with the help of the plugin Amazing Chest, we have a timer on the chest now, so we know when it's ready to click, and we'll also get a notification when we're idle just to let us know when the chest is ready to be used. Now while I spend the next 2 hours of my life potentially just wasting my time, let me explain the tier list of my random events. Oh boy, there's the introduction arrows, let's go! In S tier we have the Imp, Count Check and the Genie, because it just gives us straight lamps. In the A tier we have all the random events that give us random event items, because they give us lamps once we've completed all the items. In the B tier we have the Maze Wizard. Now although it's amazing right now, later on when we kind of finish the grind it becomes pretty much useless. In the C tier we have Evil Bob and the Quizmaster. Now the Quizmaster's great because he gives us a Movable Scimitar and a Steel Plate Body, and Evil Bob's great because he gives us experience in both magic or fishing, but Both of them really aren't beneficial to us right now. Now in D2 we have this lot. Now they all pretty much just give us scrap. It's all pointless stuff that they give us, apart from a sandwich lady with such a high chance of getting the baguette. It's still pretty pointless. And then in F tier we have this shit. And I say that because the pillory guard just takes us completely away from the area that we're in. The angry dwarf is just a hindrance. Strange fruit is just kind of pointless. And frog random, it's great if I have access to Varrock, but I don't. So it's secretly just a shit. More arrows, nice. More. Give me more arrows. Arrows, arrows, arrows. In a ranger's world. More. Arrows. We're rolling in arrows, brother. We're rolling in them. Back-to-back arrows, that's nice. My 5-year-old shouting at me to play Roblox, but that's another couple of iron arrows. Ding, 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 ding. We have a wiener. Arrows. Rolling in them, brother. We're rolling in them. You just love to see it, man. You just love to see it. Damn, that's back-to-back arrows, man. That's so nice. Arrows. Back-to-back, man. Back-to-back. Another one. I don't know. We're going to have hundreds of these bloody things. I can't wait, man. Oh, you just love to see it. Oh, we've got 5 more minutes of these and there's some more arrows. It's the first collection of arrows we've got now, so hopefully we get another one of these randoms and stack them up again. Oh, I thought there was going to be another mage, not bloody spinach. Nice, there's 68 woodcutting. We won't be making nature offerings anytime soon. It's a fucking mime show. Well, let's do it. We've got some unlocks, maybe some lamps to come. And there's a new MO unlocked. Ooh, baguette. Nope. It's a shame. I'm going to eat that and we'll pretend we didn't see that. I think I underestimated how long one of these tasks is going to take. I thought equipping a bow was going to be really long, and that was going to be the longest part. Turns out the woodcutting might be the longest part. The calculator says I've got about 200 hours to reach my limit on the amount of logs that I need. And that 200 hours is not efficient hours. That is just kind of slacking, being AFK.
Yeah.
With efficient hours, I could probably skim that a couple of double-digit hours, like 10, 20 hours off of it. But that involves like ultimate focus. I don't take my head away from it and I make sure that I click when I'm available to click, sort of thing. But I feel like the 200-hour mark is a bit more natural, based on all the variables, i.e. kids going out and all that sort of stuff. Fucking Christ. For reference, there is a 1 in 250 chance for the Armadillo crossbow special attack sound to do that. And there's no warning either. Thanks, Jagex. Do you know what? I actually can't believe that the game's telling me that I've played for 4 hours and I've still not had a random event. That sucks. I'm eating Pringles, but that's the special number right there. The one we all like and love. Nearly missed him, let's do it. Boom, there's the top and the shoes. We just have to decide what we want to wear now. You know what? I think I prefer the camo. Cool. Looks like we're 11% of the way through to our 10,000 logs. We're just playing mobile on the sofa, but we just got 70 woodcutting. So that's 11 more levels to go. Nice, 71. Ugh, can't do that one. Oh, we don't need one of them, but we'll take it. 72. Ooh, that is an upgrade. Doesn't give us stats, but we got some blang on me.
All right, baby, now you want to know how I ride, huh? You want to know how the King C ride? Baby, when I ride the best because I come from the West. Baby, let me show you how I ride. When I ride. Pow!
I love lamp. We take lamp and we use lamp. 10 experience. And we have Bob the Random. This is going to be a nice chunk of XP. Now, if I remember rightly, someone said once that if you see this here, I can literally go bink. It should run straight. There we go. That's where we are. Let's grab this. We'll do that. Bing, bop, boom, pow. Does that net stay in my inventory if I leave with it, or does it disappear? It's kind of huge if it comes with me. It disappears. 650 experience. 10 fishing. 73.
You little ginger prick!
The boaty number. What the fuck? He actually... I don't even know who this guy is, but he just spawned this for me. One more of these and we get a level. I genuinely don't know who this Geordie guy is. Boom, 2. What a nice guy. Well, there's that event done. 308 bark. And we got a hunter level 2. Nice. And yeah, it was really weird. Now he's gone. Literally don't even know who the guy is. That's just so weird. Okay, well, if you can see this, Geordie, then thank you so much. Here we go. Hey, yo, that's a lamp. Look at that lamp. Let's get these boots on. Bing, 20 experience. Yes, amazing. I was AFK, I was not paying attention. Right, let's go. Yeah, boy, it begins. There's the beginning of some arrows. I'm not going to go ahead and record every single one of them like I did last time. I am just going to run straight through the maze and then we'll touch up on what we get afterwards. Nice, man. So that is the random event finished. Oh, look at all of that, man. That's probably not quite enough to get us what we need, but maybe one more or two more mazes and we'll be there. 3,200 logs. Another 7,000 to go. Let's crack on. Cool, we've got a big keeper before we take it to bed. Before we go to bed. Cool, there's the top and a lamp. Let's quickly drop these and then we'll use the lamp on Hunter. Cool, that's 20. We're halfway through to another level. $724. Yes, sir. Yeah, boy. Got a helmet. Well, it says helmet. It's more like a beret, isn't it, really? But let's just rock that for a little bit. Nice. Time to get some fishing XP. That one's laying, dude. Click.
Making clicking OSRS.
Yeah, it's warming up. It's getting hot in here.
Can you switch my feet on, please?
Yes, Queen. Now do the bouncy leg. 75. We won't be doing any magic trees anytime soon. Maybe the sturdy harness comes with Auburn if we unlock that one. But we've only got like 6 levels left, so hopefully it won't take too long. But we are looking at 111 hours still, which we'll see. Yeah. Oh, we're AFK. We got some pheasants to do. Let's just close that one real quick because she's listening to some music. Punch the pheasant. Get the meat. Speak to the geezer. And then we fucking bomb ass out of here. Tear ass. And we get out. And do you know what? I think I prefer the fucking out. Yes, brother. Wherever that one.
Why are you helping? I'm being naughty.
Why'd you have to give me a maze now? My child's being a pain in the bum and I've got a maze. Nice, so we got 200 bronze arrows. Let's quickly just run to the bank and we'll double check and see what we got for the rest of the loot. Oh, nice, okay. So we're up to about 1,000 arrows now. Shame about the bolts, we can't really use those, but that's really good. I'll take that. Still no one we can do. A token! Can't be used, but when it can, lamp. I love lamp. Oh, we got a bloody beekeeper random geese. Let's get on the random ting. And we get legs and a lamp. Let's whack that ting on. Where are we going? We're going under. Let's put it on there. Big 20 experience. Lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly. Oi, what's your game? You want a cup of tea? Go and make one, you lazy old sod. Go on.
Oh, damn, another beehive. That should be the head then. Nice. Nah, I prefer that look. That's the look for me. Cool. Let's get that onto Hunter and go bank the hat. 76. Yeah, sapphire ring. It's alright. Drinking a good old cup of chai, you fucking slag. Oh! Oh! Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means right here? You ain't got a fucking clue, have you? You're lucky, you're beautiful. That's level 3 Hunter.
What the fucking hell?
It's the second person I've seen say that, but they're probably not going to come back now, which is just really weird. Oh, never mind. Looks like he's come back. I'll see how long this lasts. It looks like he is going to stay for a little bit. Let's see how long that lasts, but it says he's going to give me a follow, so I'm not going to read your name. We can see what your name is. But thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Oh, 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 oh. I was making hot chucky. Right, let's just cunt one of these. There we go. Boom. Legs. Lederhosen. Oh, this is the lederhosen. Well, serious old man, is that a maze? No, it ain't. I don't fucking. OSRS Clark. Waste of my time. Easy clue, which we can't do. Drop it on the floor. Give me some more. Oh, this is going to be perfect. There's not many iron arrows, unfortunately. But let's go have a look and see what we've got for bronze arrows. Let's see, that's actually not too bad. I'm happy with that. 1200. It's not too bad. It's quiz time. And we get a clue, which we can't use. Amazing. 77. Oh, cool. Beehive. That means we get another lamp. Flax and a lamp. That one goes on the our paw print for a 30. We got a mime show. Lean emote. Stop giving me emotes. Suppose we'll take it. Lamp. Experience. I love lamp. 78. So I learned this watching Crack with a K. The ant seeds are fucking huge. The size of that seed, bro, is massive. Lamp, level 4. I love lamp. Beekeeper, keeping them bees. Make a bee's ass. Flax and a lamp. I love lamp. 40 experience. Cat. Fish. Fish. Raw fish. Cat. Experience fishing level. Oh, yes. We've just come back in from the 36 minutes since the update for Gridmaster, and we've got a maze, brother. Let's go. Oh my god, I fucked up the fucking thing. Oh, I fucked up the maze. I've been paying attention to something else. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Arrows are coming though. They're nice. We got a cat. Mr. Bob. Just getting the shopping in. Right, let's get this done quickly. Let's not fuck this up like I did with the maze. Nice. 17 fishing. Haven't fished a single fish. Lamp. Experience. I love lamp. Lamp. Experience. Level 5. I love lamp. Another person wanting, this time looking for the key loop. I can't speak. Looking for loop half of key for the moon key. We've got a helmet. For fuck all. Thanks, mate. Damn, there's 79. Not long left to go. Lamp. Experience. I love lamp. A mam show. Welcome to the mam show. Damn, mine boots and top. Thank God for that. We can start moving towards getting lamps now. Would you prefer white or black? I prefer the white, they stand out a bit more. Not one that we can do, unfortunately. We have a sandwich lady with a baguette. Can I get the stale one? No, I can not. What a bitch. Not one that we can do. Ah, it's cat and I. I'm gonna open an old treasure chest. Coins, and ball. Necklace. Ooh, we've got an exam. I was AFK, not paying attention. Fruity. Booty. Hey, yo. And let's go straight on the pole. Level 6. We ain't perform a mime show. Gloves and legs. Punch the pheasant, take the meat, give it to the forester. Nice to meet you. Ah, das ist gut. Das ist Lederhosen. Das ist der Lederhosen. That is all the Lederhosen, which means the next event we have gives us a lamp. We need the zombie mask, we need the mime mask, and then unfortunately it's the stale baguette. But if I get the 2 masks, it means that every single random event will give me a lamp. And the frog tokens I'll keep collecting until we one day get to Varrock, and maybe, and then we'll cash them all in at once. Hey, there's 80. I've not been efficient, I've been quite AFK playing on the current Gridmaster and on my other account. We're currently averaging 8.2k experience an hour, and that's kind of how we've been averaging it all this time. We've still got about 39 hours left. It should take us through to just after 81, so let's carry on going and we can start fletching.
Come to the police station.
I'm going to. I've got a drunken dwarf to dismiss. Jesus Christ.
Dad.
Oh, just give me the maze, bro. No, that's loads back to back of those with no maze now. Punch the pheasant, pick the meat up, give the meat to the freaky forester, walk out of the map with the portal, get a lamp and use it on some hunter. I love lamp. Quickly jump into evil mob. Oh, balloon. Don't think this gives me a lamp, does it? It gives me gems. But that's cool. Remember back in the day when you used to do this guy never spoke to you once. You could collect all 3 keys and just run straight out. It didn't automatically run you to him to give him the key back. It seems a bit odd that they removed that, they changed it a bit. It's one of those things, whenever there's a label on a cup that says it's too hot, that's normally because someone's burnt themselves on it without realising that it's too hot because they didn't think a hot cup would have a hot contents. But that means that nobody realised, or enough people didn't realise that you had to give him the key back. So they made it easier to stop that from happening again, which is absolutely hilarious. Lamp would be nice. I don't know what they give these days, but what did he give? Toad flax. Damn, that's incredible. That's actually kind of cool. Can't use it, but it's mad to know that I just got 6 toad flax from that. Yay, mazy time. Let's fucking have it, son. Oh, fuck. Why does it have to put me like miles away from a chest? I don't get it. Oh, actually, no, we're on time. We're good. Let's not try and fuck this one up like we did last time. So we got a very nice amount of arrows. Let's go and add them to the bank. Just deposit all, which leaves us with, oh, so nice. We really need to get it now, surely. I just missed a random, but that's okay. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with that. That's really nice. Let's carry on going. We've not really got so long left now. And there's 81. So we've got about 660 logs left to collect for use, and then hopefully that should be the amount that we need when it comes to progressing for the fletching level. Nice. That is all of the logs that we need to get 72 fletching for the shield. Just need to go collect about 17,000 flax now, and I'll be able to start fletching all of them into bows. Honestly, these initial levels are just absolutely flying in, but there's 20 crafting. I somehow missed level 30, but there's 31. Lamp, level 7. I love lamp. Go on, take it.
I did. All night long.
All night, all night, all night long. All night, all night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night.
Do you enjoy yourself there?
Yeah, man. Still stealing back your chair. There is 40 crafting, which should give us the ability to. It says ruby necklaces, but doesn't it give us the ability to make green d'hide armor? Or is that? Oh, geez, because it's 60. Wow, I didn't realise that was actually that high. Wow, there's 40 crafting. Oh, cool, done's random. Nice. Let's quickly open this on Hunter. 105. Does it give us a level? It does. Level 8. Perfect. A mime show. Let's have it. Let's go. Hey, there's the mask. Do we like the mask? I kind of feel it, you know. I do like it, but I'm going to keep the hat on. It does now mean, though, that whenever we get mime events, we should start getting lamps. We just need the zombie mask, and then we're lamped up for every single random event. There's 45. One thing that I love about this that I can't help but think about is, do you remember back in the day when people used to do this to make money? This is the slowest thing that you could probably do nowadays for making money, because I mean, flax is worth 3 gold, 2 gold, bowstrings are worth 67. Like, it's such a waste of money and time nowadays, but I'm doing it as part of the chunk, and it brings back a lot of memories from when I used to play in 2005. So yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this a lot. I keep noticing this happens, right? So notice I've got 5 of these left. It's not lag, it's still fine, but the character just randomly stopped crafting bowstrings. It's done it multiple times, and it's not specifically with this value. I mean, I've done it where there's half left or more than just 5, but game's not frozen. I can still make them. They just randomly stops making them, and I don't understand why. It's really weird. Down there's 48. And we can make snake skin bandanas if we had access to that. What I didn't realise is that our total was 400 last level, which is really nice. That's 51. I did record an entire segment or speech about 50, but I didn't push the replay buffer, so that's gone forever. Lamp. I love lamp. Damn, so we're at 10,000 bowstrings now. We only have 6,865 left to collect. That's really nice. It's really nice to see that 10,000 in there as well. These really big numbers. Well, I say big numbers for a chunk man. These big numbers. I do like seeing that in there. Nice. And 5 seconds after the bank vid, we've got bank clip. We've got Leo random. Let's go. Nice. There is the final item that we need for the collection log that has equipable items. So that means that every single random event now that's got unique items should now give us lamps instead, which is cool. I also apologise for my lack and inability to talk, although it's 2:20 in the morning right now, which is reasonably late. The clocks went back yesterday in the UK, so it's technically 3:20 in the morning rather than 2:20, but yeah, I'm gonna go to bed shortly. Mr. Bob the Cat. Cat the Bob. 18. So close to another level in the fishing. We haven't even fished one fish. My question is though, if we end up rolling over to here, there are some fishing spots which do salmon and trout and stuff like that. So I don't think they do fish bait or anything over there, but if they did and something like that, then it might be cool to start fishing something. Oh nice, that's 55. There's 4 more levels to go. And unfortunately we won't be getting, I mean to be fair actually, we might get a dragonstone in the future from like random drop tables and stuff, but Slayer Hammer I don't think so. What the fuck was that? A random that just spawned and then immediately despawned? That was so weird. Evil Bob is a cat. Let you go and uncook some fish. 20 fishing. Trout is possible if we roll into the next chunk and we get fishing supplies. Damn, let's quickly hit this one up before we go to bed. Lamp. I love lamp. That's level 9, brother. Quiz time. And it's on the floor. Suck your mum. The fuck is that? I spent all the effort in just for that piece of shit. Alright, whatever. Nice! There's 58. Got 1 more level to go. Damn, nice. Well, that's the last level that we're going to be getting in crafting. We've got about 470 odds more to make, and then we'll be able to actually start fletching all of the logs that we collected so far. Perfect. That's exactly the amount we need based on what I've worked out. These initial levels are going to absolutely fly through. So instead of showing you every single one of them, I think I'll chuck in a montage or something. Hope you enjoy. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to carry on fletching the way we are. We're not too far off of 50, but I'm going to keep running outside the bank, and I'm going to do it outside the bank because I was thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure I remember random events don't really interact with banks. I just googled it, and on the wiki it states that they don't spawn inside banks, and when you run in a bank they will despawn, so you know. They're quite vital, those random events, so I'm going to keep running outside here every single time I am interacting with Fletcher or something like that, in hopes that we can spawn some randoms while we're still training, because you know it's a lot of time we've spent getting to 50 and we haven't seen one random event yet. Damn, that actually worked. Alright, cool, so let's get this one done. Nice. Not only did that work, that's also 21 fishing. Yeah, I'm really happy with that actually. I'm going to have to keep doing that for the foreseeable future. If I get an odd random that's kind of like the jail random, I'm going to walk back in and out of the bank to see if he despawns, because if he does despawn, that means this bank isn't a safe bank for randoms. If it is a safe bank and it doesn't despawn, then I'll make sure to update the wiki. Hey yo, this is fucking cool, man. I like this a lot. Let's do this, mate. Damn, look at that introduction, man. That's so cool. That's a really, really nice intro, right? I guess we're going to be here for the next 98 minutes. It's a nice collection of arrows and bolts. Actually, we can't use the bolts, but maybe one day. Mic's turned off, but there's a bloody maze. The missus is asleep, but let's open the invent. Oh, there's some nice arrows. Let's quickly check. Boom. I really feel like we've got enough arrows to get 40 range now, but I'm going to keep doing mazes for as long as I can. Let's carry on. Quiz Master Gabriella.
She's No, I don't like that.
What do we get from the box?
No.
Aye, that's good. I like that. I'll keep that. Very good, very nice. That scimitar's gonna be really, really nice. It's one of the reasons why I got the 20 attack and 20 strength, just in case we rolled for one. Because if I don't have enough arrows to get me through to 40, then I might have to go back to killing guards and using randoms. So that scimitar will help. But if I somehow roll this chunk, that scimitar's probably going to be the bare minimum of us even being able to look at Huey rather than using the iron dagger. But we'll cross that bridge as and when that happens, if it does. Lamp. I love lamp. 10 hunter. Nice. Pick up. That goes straight onto there. I love lamp. 11 hunter. There is obtain a short bow completed. I completely forgot that existed. That's one ticked off. Wait, that last one. Cool. Sweet. Right, where's a knife? We only need 2, don't we? That's a double task. Fletch a U-shield and obtain a U-shield. Now can I wield it? There we go, 3 tasks in a row. Beautiful. So that's obtain, fletch and wield a U-shield. I don't know why I keep saying short bow. Obtain a U-shield, fletch a U-shield and wield a U-shield. Literally leaves 1 task. Wield a U-short bow, 40 range. I'm really, really praying now that all of the effort we've put into doing random events is going to pay off here. I'm going to quickly do a calculation about the short bow and the long bow, because I think normally long bows are better accuracy, although range bonus seems to be the same there. So I'm going to have a quick look on a DPS calculator and just see which one's going to be more beneficial, because I'm more than happy going a slower route if the longbow is going to give me more damage per shot rather than, or like more accuracy per shot rather than the short bow over DPS. So I'll be back in just a second and I'll have a look. Right, so taking a look at the DPS calculator, number 1 is a short bow with bronze arrows, longbow, bronze arrows, same but with iron, same but with iron. So at the beginning, level 1, they're all the exact same expected hit. They're all the exact same maximum hit. Obviously, we're not expecting anything. Although the short bow is definitely a better option right now. It doesn't look like it's going to do anything different. So we are going to stick to that short bow. We're probably going to... I reckon I'm going to do it on accuracy. Just because it might be a bit slower. But it does mean that we get a better shot. What do we do if we do an accurate? Does it make a difference? Let's just flip it all to accurate. Expected hit goes up by 0.1. DPS goes down a little bit. Maybe rapid is just going to be okay. Yeah, we'll stick to rapid. Okay, no, that's cool. That's no problem. We'll have a look and crack onto that now. Start with rabbits and then move over to guards once we have a strong enough level. We'll see how it goes. So what we're going to do, just to make it a bit easier for ourselves, is shift tag all rabbits so they illuminate blue, except for this blue one, which is a guard. Not guard, a master farmer, sorry. So how do we hit? It's got rapid. Nope, it's the one we don't care about because it puts us through a completely different chunk. What are we looking at? Reset all my tracking. So it's going to be really important to pick these up. We really have to pick these up, and we're going to collect the bones as well for prayer because we might need it if we end up rolling the chunk north. This is the one thing I don't like about range, is that if you don't have an accumulator or anything, or the early levels are just such a pain in the ass, man. Without an accumulator or anything like that, it's just so tedious having to run around and pick your arrows up. And I've got that mindset of any arrow left on the floor is a complete waste. Even if they're bronze, I can't leave it on the floor. So I am going to pick absolutely everything up, regardless of if I've got a backpack or not. Yeah, that's level 2. It's the first level of many. I'm really hoping that it does progressively get faster. I know it will get faster, but at the moment we're looking at like 23 hours until level 40, which is absolutely fine. That's not too much of a problem, but I hope it does get quicker than that. I need to get rolling. I want to do some new things. That's a level 3. We're not going to do the same as we did before. I'm not going to rally through every single one of them and notify you 40 times. I'll probably skip to round numbers, 10s, 20, 30, 40, etc. But yeah, I'm going to crack on. Flew through that, but there's 19 prayer. So I was looking at the DPS calculator again, comparing the Varlamore rabbits to the Varlamore guards. We see that between, so this setup 2 is with iron arrows, setup 1 is with bronze arrows. That max hit is always going to be the same, expected hit is always going to be the same. So all this information just stays the same. It doesn't matter if we knock this up to 20, for example, on both of them. It just never changes. It's always going to be the same. But what's worth noting is the expected hit and the max hit. So if we go and put these both on 40, which is the level that we need for the U-bow, that's when things start to actually be seen differently in this setup. But what's annoying is if I change these back to 10 as an example, and then we pick the guard. Now I think all the guards are the same, but let's go and find the Varlamore guard. The expected hit is 0.4, which means it's just not worth killing them and at that low, given how long it's going to take to actually get the kill over a couple of seconds. That's 6 seconds with a rabbit. If we even go ahead and change this both to 30, it becomes reasonably viable. If we change this to 20, 0.9, so let's say we think, right, we're going to kill rabbits until level 30 range. With guards, it's max hit of 4 with an expected hit 1.4, DPS 0.79. But if we go to rabbit, it's max, expected hit 2, max hit 4, but the DPS is so much better. It actually turns out that if we look at the DPS being 1173, if we put that on 40, DPS is 1.434, and if we move that over to a guard, DPS is, that's when DPS actually starts to become viable. So I kind of have a feeling that it might be that we do rabbits until 40. I might get to 20 and mix it up and just see how I feel about it, because I do want to kill guards for their drops because they do have additional arrows, but it's one of those things we're not going to know until we get there. So I'm going to carry on killing rabbits. We're at level 8. It's been literally a couple of minutes since the last clip, so yeah, we'll see how this goes, and then when I get to about 20 I'm going to mix it up a little bit and see how we get on. Nice, there's 20. It's 21 range and 21 prayer. I'm gonna go to bed, keep rubbing necking. We'll jump back on this tomorrow. As you see there, actually, now that I think about it, guards aren't too bad. I might have a look and see if it's actually feasible. I might go back and get some food and see if that actually continues to be the way that one was, because if it is, it might actually be easier than me running back and forth for rabbits. At least that way we also get a bit of a better loot drop as well. So yeah, I'll have a little look and see how it goes. It might actually be, I might be overthinking it, but maybe it'll be all right. Now I know before I was buying the pies, but that was only because my health was low, so one pie was enough for me to eat twice, which was kind of like a double dose, which lasted longer. With the jug of wine, they're cheaper and they're going to heal a lot more, and it's not going to do anything other than drop my attack level down. So I think we're going to stick to buying these as a food source like that, and yeah, we'll use these against the guards. Yeah, that took forever. Now I bought these wines, I think I'm going to work through them because it's that was a while. I don't know how the experience rate changes. What I think I might do is I'm going to reset the hourly rate and just compare it to how it's like killing rabbits, and yeah, if it works out the same, we'll stick at it. If it's not as good, then I'll go back to the rabbits. Do you know what, the rate actually really isn't that bad. I thought it was going to be horrendous, but that 40 defense I got earlier is really saving me here. No, but what's making it really good is the fact that these aren't running away. And I think part of the rabbit that was annoying me was that it was running away. And now we've just got a random. Is it going to be it is a Quizmaster. Damn, let's quickly shoot this through and see what we can get. Right, you ready? There's 1, 2, 3. I mean, that is probably really rare. I'd have to have a double check and see if that is actually rare, but it's such a shame we're not going to be using it anytime soon. But we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, cool. And there's 25. Hey, I don't know if that guy knows who I am, but thank you, folks. And there's 30 range and 35 combat. Genuinely, I'm not used to seeing it, like the levels go so quickly. 10 more to go, and we're rolling, mate. We're rolling on a new one. Damn, they're just flying in. How much? It's weird. I've just got like, oh, maybe the prayer level tipped it over, but yeah, that's so weird. I got a combat level last level on range as well. Am I just getting combat levels back to back consistently? I didn't get one with the last range level, but I did get one with the hit points level. So it's just, yeah. Oh, every 2 range levels I'm getting a combat level. Okay, that makes sense. Fair enough. I just realised something. Is the DPS calculator broken? Because I just hit a 5. The calculator said I wouldn't be hitting 5 on these at all. I think it said I'd hit a 5 around level 40 with rabbits, but I don't recall it saying I'd hit a 5 on these until level 40, and well, at all. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Oh, okay, so it turns out that I gained a max hit at 33 range, so that's why I've only just seen the 5, because yeah, because I gained that max hit. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. 34 range, 38 combat. Nice. 2 more range levels and we'll get another one. He's back again. Cheers, bud. Thank you. Not long now. 36 and 39. 36 range and 39 combat. I will see you again in 2 more levels where we get 38 range and 40 combat. Count check. Lamp. I love lamp. 38 range and 40 combat. I'll see you again in 2 levels where we get 40 range and 41 combat, and we complete this chunk. Oh, it's been a long time coming. 40 range and 41 combat. It's so nice that I did all of that with just the bronze arrows as well. I've got 10 left. So that means with that 40 range, we can now equip the U short bow. We've completed every single task in this chunk, which means amazingly after it's currently 2 AM, so I've not got my brain functioning correctly. It's taken me 415 hours to equip a U-bow. Damn, it feels like this whole chunk was solely just preparing for that one U short bow. That is phenomenal. Honestly, I'm so happy to have that over and done with. Wow. Right, let's quickly jump over to the chunk map and finalize all the tasks and have a look where we end up. Fantastic. Okay, so we're in the chunk picker. As we went over before, rolling the northern chunk is going to be an absolute pain in the arse, given that it's Huey. I've really not got the gear to do it, but if we roll this, I'll try my best to try and see what we can do in regards to that chunk. It's probably going to be horrendous, but let's carry on. This chunk is pointless. I'm going to leave it in because it's the smallest area in the world that we can visit, but it's nothing. This chunk has bandits and giant spiders. Possible task, I think, is just a wielder steel weapon, which is nothing. High level alchemy, which is going to be the tough one. I don't even know if I'd have the ability to train magic. I'd have to figure that out. What about the steel scimitar? Oh, band. Okay, so that's fine. That's not too much of an issue. That one again is a dead chunk, has no tasks. And because I allowed myself the traveler guy, the mountain guide, that's it, the mountain guide, this chunk's available. Now, given what we've unlocked, this has a plethora of tasks. I know that one of my tasks doesn't include random floating imps. I want to remove that restriction and just kind of go pure extreme. But what I think I'm going to do is kind of have them kind of like soft tasks. So maybe like the pet, for example, in the northern task for Huey, I'll leave that on the back burner and just kind of keep the pet there and still go to Huey when I want to get kills, or if there's like a community group situation going on, just so I can try and chance the pet. But the imp situation is the one for me, because I don't really want to have to spend thousands of hours to get 99 hunter just to try and catch a random roaming lucky imp. That just sounds to me like it's just yeah, I'm not, the mental capacity, the idea of it is just hurt my head. So given that we've got all these tasks done, let's pick the next chunk. Please give me something nice. Okay, ready, 1, 2, 3. Fuck. So there we go. That's the new chunk. We are here at Huey. I've got a lot of work to do. I'll catch you in a bit. That's not what we wanted. Okay.